to everyone. I'm Roula Inglesi-Lotz from the Department of Economics at the University of Pretoria. My research focuses on the broader relationship of economics and the energy and natural environment. My specific contribution to the research field is dual. On the one side, investigation of energy topics requires a certain level of economic expertise that can establish robust theoretical frameworks in energy-related questions. Secondly, the adoption of rigorous econometric techniques used in various economic fields to bear on energy and environmental focused questions. I consider myself a scientist of modern times because I try to make sure my research is informed by the real world and has the potential to make a difference to the real world. I'm not hiding behind closed doors, and I communicate my research in various platforms and to groups with a range of expertise in energy economics, from no knowledge at all to peers with more experience than me. I learn from my peers and I listen to non-academic reliable sources. I believe in the extension of the fundamental triple helix model of innovation that refers to a set of interactions between academia, industry and government to foster economic and social development. The new model now includes civil society and the natural environment. I strive to conduct research with societal impact, not only through the research outcomes, but also by mentoring young scientists to become the research generation of the future. That way, my research line and my research approach will not stop when I will stop working. It will leave a sustainable legacy of future scientists. My research career was not without challenges so far. Most researchers working with energy and environmental data, especially in South Africa and the whole African continent, have at least one in their lives encountered the problem of inconsistent data sets, or even worse, the complete lack of data to work with. I'm always wondering thus, if the dynamics between policy stakeholders and researchers were stronger, maybe the first would know which data is absolutely necessary to promote impactful evidence-based research. But of course, trust is something to be built, and the trust to science has been shaken too often in the recent times. For an early career researcher, networking and finding collaborators is also crucial and challenging. Particularly during my first post-PhD years, I was following my supervisor and mentor because I still had and I still have a lot to learn. Becoming a more independent researcher took time and effort, and it is for me a natural evolution more than a conscious decision to do it from one day to another. In many technical reports, I found myself not having the experience to go for the tender, but at the same time being overqualified for what the tender would require. The profile of a scientist has changed through the years, and it's not a surprise as the society we live in has greatly evolved through the years. For me, a modern scientist is not anymore someone necessarily with a white coat that spends hours in a lab. It's that too. A modern scientist cares and interacts with his or her surroundings, with the society, with their colleagues, with their peers. A modern scientist is not one that competes for the sake of academic awards or accolades. It's not one that competes with their peers, but one that competes to make an impact to the society and provide solutions towards a better future for all. A modern scientist does not look down on non-experts, but is a great communicator and makes sure their science is approachable and understandable. A modern scientist does not have a color or gender or race or ethnicity or looks in a certain manner. A modern scientist is one that inspires others with their science to also become scientists or to at least trust science. Thank you.